Good afternoon, judges, ladies and gentlemen. By 2020, millennials will form 50% of the global workforce. Like it or not, they are going to be very, like it or not, they are going to be very, like it or not, they will be, sorry. Okay. By 2020, millennials will make up 50% of the global workforce. Like it or not, they are going to decide whether your company will be successful or sustainable in the future run. So, my question now to you is, are organizations ready for the millennials? With that, we are from Team Arwsome and we will be presenting to you on a case study of a company called Prune, where we will be analyzing and proposing how organizations can start refining their corporate culture to appeal to the millennial workforce. At a glance, we are going to share more information about Prune, the key HR challenges faced by Prune, the current initiative, how are they going to prepare for the futures, and our recommendations. So for now, let's sit back and enjoy a short video about Prune.
Prune has been the top life insurance organization in Singapore for 86 years, upholding their core values, trust and empowerment, accountability, collaboration and innovation. As the highest rated insurer in Singapore, Prune has received well-known awards such as the Asia's Employer of the Year Brand Award, as well as the World HRD Congress Award. To date, Prune has about 1,000 employees with the ratio of Singaporeans and PR to foreigners being 9:1. Prune possesses a diverse workforce where 85% of employees hold permanent position while the remaining 50% are on contract employment term. Millennials in Prune makes up about 30% of the total workforce. This is Prune.
Now that you have a better insight of what is Prune, let me bring you through the key challenges faced by Prune through a short skit. During a career fair held in school, a group of students were going around the booth to find out about the different job openings of the different organizations.
Hey guys, look at this. Prune is hiring. Shall we check out their booth?
Huh? Insurance industry, their jobs are going to be so mundane and it's going to be so boring.
Yeah, and haven't you heard about it? People always avoid people from the insurance industry. Don't want.
Yeah, the insurance industry is so uncool. I would rather work in the bank or the hotel.
But I find insurance industry very meaningful. It helps you save up for rainy days and also protects the people around you.
Look at the public image of the insurance industry in the eyes of millennials. They are not an industry this industry is not a preferred choice among millennials, and the negative image makes it even harder to attract millennials to join the industry. However, there are a minority of the millennials who feels that the insurance industry has an important purpose. This purpose resonates with them, that they want to do something purposeful that contributes to the human mankind and the community. Eventually, Eileen got a job in Prune as an executive in the marketing department.
Hey Zihui, I thought of an amazing project to raise funds for the needy. Let's loop Eileen into the team. She's a millennial. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to come up with fresh and innovative ideas.
What? Are you serious? She's a millennial! Haven't you heard about it? Millennials are self-centered, they are spoiled, and they have very low EQ. To be honest, I really don't know how I'm going to work with her.
Come on, it's the 21st century. Let's just give her a chance.
Well, since you already asked, let's give it a shot then. There are negative stereotypes about millennials in the workplace. Very often, millennials are stereotyped to be self-centered, entitled, disloyal to an organization, or even lack of emotional intelligence. This misunderstanding and tension may arise as both parties have different priorities and expectations. Upon knowing that she was part of the new project team, Eileen was so excited about the project that she went to look for Zihui immediately to discuss about the project. Let's see how Eileen and Zihui relate to each other at work.
Hey Zihui, I have an idea about the project. I feel like we can do EDM, make it appealing, and also insert QR codes. What do you think?
What? You gotta understand, not everyone is as tech savvy like you. I still prefer the old traditional way where we paste posters in every department to raise awareness of the event. And you should really send a calendar invite to me to discuss about this because I'm really busy right now. So go away, go away. Thank you, ladies. Different generations have different things that they value in their career. Don't you agree? The millennials, baby boomers, Gen X or Gen Y have differences in values, communication styles, and work habits which might pose as a challenge to managers to manage different expectations and align values of all employees. Therefore, the leaders in Prune has to take conscious effort to tackle these challenges in order to be ready for the millennials by 2020.
So what are some of Prune's efforts to prepare for the future? By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. This was a quote by Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States. And I believe many of us here are afraid of failure, and so do companies such as Prune. And hence, in order to avoid failure and prepare for the future, Prune has a few changes implemented. And first of all, Prune has recognized that there's a need to change its culture to meet the expectations of the millennials. And in order to do so, Prune has embarked on a cultural transformation journey. And this is done through workshops conducted so that employees in Prune are able to understand and know the goal and purpose of the journey. And also, the culture in the company has also changed from a hierarchy-based structured workforce to an agile workforce where employees are able to participate more freely, which is also what millennial wants. And next, as a part of the cultural transformation, Prune has also redesigned its office as they remove partitions and also personal office and replace it with more common and open workspace. And this helps to foster collaboration and communication between the colleagues. And with millennials need to be empowered, Prune has also streamlined many of its processes, and one such example would be that the expenses claims can now be signed off by teams instead of waiting for the approval from the senior management. And lastly, millennials are also known to be more tech-savvy, and also, therefore, Prune has implemented the BYOD app, and this stands for Bring Your Own Device application. And this is to allow employees, which mainly to help out millennials, as they are able to use their own device to access their work, and as they are more familiar with their personal device, they will be able to give faster response and also higher productivity. And lastly, of course, integrating technology into work, Prune has also used technology software such as Skype for Business, where employees are able to collaborate and communicate effectively regardless of where they are working from.
In addition to the cultural transformation journey, Prune has in place various initiatives and programs. Firstly, to attract and grow its talent pool, Prune moves from a traditional recruiting method to focusing on Facebook and LinkedIn to reach out to tech-savvy millennials. In 2016, they also launched the Management Associate Program to reach out to fresh graduates from universities. The Management Associate Program is a 2-year program which provides hands-on experience across various departments, and at the end of 2 years, these employees will be placed into a department based on their career aspirations and skill sets. So, other than that, Prune also have in place other initiatives such as their 10-week internship program and scholarships. Secondly, internal mobility. Prune promotes internal mobility because they acknowledge the fact that millennials value career progression and advancement. Thus, they came up with this right person, right role policy, which allow employees to consider other positions within Prune. Thirdly, talent development. Prune came up with talent development because they actually want to cultivate learning culture within Prune, where employees take ownership of their own learning. Firstly, they provide bond-free education sponsorships to employees who wish to upgrade themselves. They also provide workshops, a wide variety of workshops, and apart from that, they are looking to explore or expand the range of online courses, as e-learning is a familiar platform of learning to millennials. Lastly, in 2017, they launched their first learning carnival with the intent to cultivate lifelong learning amongst its employees. As millennials love learning new things and gaining new experiences, these programs in place are definitely favorable to them.
Moving on, Prune understands the desires of millennials wanting to work overseas at some point of time in their career. As such, they tap on their global presence and provide opportunities for suitable employees to take on short-term international projects and short-term internal projects in overseas branches. Currently, Prune reviews employees' performance twice annually. They are currently improving the process by providing clearer goals to drive higher performance, which is also consistent with millennials' expectations. With increasing millennials joining the workforce, it is important for managers in Prune to understand that they have to provide frequent and detailed feedback to highlight the positive contribution as well as areas of improvement. Lastly, millennials work for a purpose. They appreciate organizations who give back to society. In 2016, Prune launched iCare, where beneficiaries receive immediate financial support if they lost their job due to various reasons. They are also involved in Boys Brigade Share a Gift project and Charging Singapore School Tour, where employees volunteer themselves to teach primary school children the importance of financial education through interactive games.
Now we have come to an important part of today's presentation. Can I have a show of hands? How many of you here own a mobile phone? Yes, all of you. Young kids nowadays doodle on an iPad. When I was young, I turned my house into an art gallery with my crayons. This is a clear evidence that technology has taken over our lives and we are now living in a digital era. We search for information online, chat with our friends online, and even apply for jobs online. Why? Because it is convenient. Therefore, Prune can introduce an interactive and innovative virtual career fair to connect with the millennials. There will be 4 main features which I'll bring you through one by one. First, the Jobs Hall. Job seekers can explore the available positions in Prune at each department booth and interact with the information available to gain a better understanding of each role. Next, the Networking Lounge allows job seekers to interact with employees in Prune as well as like-minded millennials. It will be open at selected times with the presence of HR business partners and managers. This will be a good platform for millennials to interact with business leaders, socialize, as well as gain deep insights. There will also be a Discover Yourself room whereby job seekers can assess their personality type through a quiz. The test results will allow them to better understand themselves as they find a suitable job in Prune, while HR can assess their job fit. Lastly, Prune Tour. We came up with Prune Tour, a virtually guided sessions for millennials to familiarize themselves with Prune as they get a sneak peek of the working environment. Apart from these 4 features, there will also be a chatbot capability, as you can see on top of every page. It is a computer program that answers questions posted by the job seekers. This will be much more convenient because it saves on time and manpower. Unlike the physical career fair, the virtual career fair can reach out to tech-savvy millennials who can explore opportunities at Prune at their own time, own pace, and own space. It can be promoted through various social media platforms and campus talks to raise awareness. In one of the challenges, we mentioned that millennials have negative perception of the insurance industry. With the virtual career fair, they can get a better understanding of Prune as well as its creative, young, and fun culture. Moving on, another recommendation that Prune can implement is the structured mentoring program consisting of 3 types: one-on-one, reverse, as well as group mentoring. Firstly, one-on-one mentoring allows older colleagues to guide millennials with a focused attention because millennials crave for personal development. Next, millennials love collaborative work. The mentoring program as a group will allow one manager to mentor a group of multi-generational colleagues at the same time while making use of an online platform to facilitate the discussions. Lastly, reverse mentoring allows millennials to have a chance to mentor older colleagues in areas such as social media. While they interact, millennials are able to gain a better understanding of the insights that older colleagues can offer, while the older colleagues can give feedback and advice to the millennials. Hence, coaching becomes mutual. So why are we suggesting mentoring program? Because number 1, millennials can gain insights and progress from older colleagues. Number 2, leaders can have a chance to understand millennials and therefore better manage them. Number 3, productivity will increase as multi-generations work in harmony. All in all, this will solve the challenges of managing a multi-generational workforce as well as changing the perception of millennials.
In conclusion, is Prune ready for the millennial workforce? The efforts made by Prune are definitely in the right direction to engage, attract, and retain millennials. With the millennials' expectations, the company must be ready to be open to receptive changes and in order to attract the millennials. We believe that our recommendations, namely the virtual career fair and the mentoring program, it will definitely give Prunes a competitive advantage and to allow Prunes to distinguish itself as the employer of choice and distinguish itself from its competitors.
We want to join Prune now, and you should join us too.
Interesting presentation, clear and simple. In your presentation, you actually stated there's a misperception of millennial generation. For example, you are self-centered. So how do you propose to change this negative perception of millennials, especially changing the baby boomers who are likely the bosses there, the Gen X and the Gen Y? How do you change these negative perceptions?
Okay, like we just mentioned in one of the recommendations, we have a structured mentoring program which is classified into 3 types: one-on-one, group, and reverse. All these 3 mentoring types actually will help the older colleagues to change perception of millennials as they work with them better and interact with them longer, and they will find out that millennials are not actually always so self-centered.
I think to build on Yiling's point, right? I think perceptions, the idea of perceptions cannot be changed overnight. It must be done through interaction. So I think what Prune can do is maybe have more team activities where there is interaction among colleagues, not only within the millennials group, but together with the baby boomers, the Gen X and the Gen Y. I think with this kind of activities, team activities among the different generations, it will definitely foster better relationships so that they can understand each other better.
Hello, thanks for sharing. I just have 2 questions. Hopefully it's not too difficult for you all. My question is that actually a virtual career fair, it seems quite an interesting idea. Just a quick check, whether do you actually consider various communication channels to actually publicize this virtual career fair website?
Yes, like we just mentioned, it is actually, we welcome all types of generations, but we want to focus on millennials because they are hard to attract. So that's why we promote through various social media platforms that millennials will frequently use, as well as campus talks, because right now Prune actually goes to various institutions for campus talks. So during the campus talk, they can actually promote the virtual career fair to the students.
Okay, thanks. My second question is more towards the reverse mentoring. As you mentioned, actually the millennial will try to actually mentor the Gen Y or even the baby boomers on certain sort of areas. How do you actually convince, or because they may have their own mindset, how actually you approach these so-called solutions to them, because they may say, hey, now maybe how come the young generation can mentor me and so on and so forth. What are the things that you could possibly explore to actually convince them or change some of the mindset of having this reverse mentoring?
Thank you for your question. Can you please give us some time to discuss?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for waiting.
I think before Prune actually rolls out this program, it's very important for them to actually come together as mentors and mentees to actually educate them the purpose of this mentoring program. It's not a program to say, oh, the baby boomers are better, or it's not a program to say, oh, the millennials are smarter than me. No, it's actually a program that we want to help each other to be better and productive at work. So I think what, in our opinion, what the team recommend is probably before the program is officially rolled out, they actually gather all the mentors and mentees together to let them know what is the purpose of this program. And on top of that, they can also have short activities to let them know more about each other, set expectations. So for instance, the activity can be what I expect from my mentor or what I expect from my mentee. So through this activity, right, they are able to have a mutual understanding of what are the expectations and what is up for them. And in this way, they can better know and get the benefits. Once they know the benefits of this, right, they will be more inclined to accept the idea.
And to add on to Ziling's point, because we mentioned that older colleagues will guide millennials in areas such as social media, and we believe most of the older colleagues will not be so familiar with social media, and therefore before rolling out the reverse mentoring, we can actually have an event to prove how effective social media is in actually reaching out to the audience and their customers. So actually older colleagues may be more convinced to let the millennials coach them in that area.
Thank you.